Right, what we're doing today is, I finally found out what we're doing. We've got a couple of trees to take out. Now, these trees are a prime example of showing you why we're taking them out. Dead, dangerous, dying and diseased trees, and this one is extremely dangerous. So I will show you when I'm up there. I've got the TMK on, digger's warming up. I've just got to check around, make sure everything's all right, and then we'll get up to the dangerous tree and show you why we take them down. What you've got to understand is this is in a park area. There's kids play about here and all sorts, and this is the reason the tree's got to come down, because if it come down on a kid or somebody, it'll kill them. So right, we'll get up there and I'll show you what I've got to do. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe. Right, I'll just go and show you what we deal with. Be the easiest way. So, you look in front of us here, all looks right until you actually get up close to it and realise that there is what they call a massive widowmaker. That's hung up in the trees up the top there. There's a massive ash that's rotten, that's split out. It is a fair size ash. The camera doesn't do it justice, but I might do it this side. Don't really want to stand underneath it, to be fair, but that's my hand spread out, so you can imagine the amount of weight that's leaning up there. I've literally just got to grab that and just pull it down. I don't care how it comes down or whatever, I've just got to use a TMK and a digger to take that down, as it is good firewood. So right, we'll attempt to take it down. Right, see what we can do. I don't know whether to cut a bit out of the bottom, let that fall that way and then down, or whether to try and grab it and pull it. I might just try and grab and pull it if I can get directly behind it. Doesn't matter what it does to any of the other trees really, just as long as we get it down. Because like I say, there's kids and that play in here, so it's got to come down. Of course, she is rotten. What I don't want that to do is, as that come down, split open. Tell you now, that is very well hung up in there. That is very well hung up in that tree. Here it comes. Here it comes. Let it go. Down. She is down. To be fair, there weren't much of a damage on any of the other trees, so I'll take this down for them as well, because like the woodman said, they don't really want to cut this because they just didn't know what it was going to do. So what I do on trees this size is I take a bit of a wedge out, like that. Just keep working the wedge till it comes off. Like that. Voila! And then what I'll do is I will lay it down in here. I hope I got that on camera, because that is a fair size tree. You've got to think that's a TMK 400, and that's the stump that's left. So it is a fair size. I really don't think the camera did do that much justice on how big that actually was. The one beside it's dangerous as well, that one there. They don't want to take that down. That's got a massive scar up the side of it, which is just letting the rot in and fungus in. Grab this and try and pull this way a bit. Take a bit of a wedge out of here. I hate ash trees as well because they just shatter. Can't really do much with them. So what I'm going to do is just stack the brush to one side. Any decent length of log, I'll stick to the other side. This will probably need a cut out of it as well because it's hard seasoned ash. Now that there is a lovely bit of firewood. Right, I'll just get this tidied up and I'll come back to you once it's all cut up and into bits and pieces. Right, as you can see, the firewood is stacked up there. It isn't a very clean job because they just wanted it down. That was extra, and yeah, the stump is there, brash is there, there's some brash at the back there. Dad's going to get his rake and he'll just tidy this up and track it back in. But right, I'm now going to go to the next bit, which is where we're going to have a fire. So we shall see you over there. Right, so what we've got here is there was a lime tree literally there. You can see all the spruces coming off it and all the growth is coming off it. The lime tree itself is lying down there. That in front of me there is all of the stuff that they cut out the lake and what I moved yesterday. There's a load more stuff to come down here, several trailer loads of stuff to come down, but they literally want that there cut off ground level, stacked up, and that's where we're going to have a fire there as well. They don't want that lime, well, them lime spruces there. So yeah, literally just cut all that off, cut that big lime tree up that's lying along there, and then literally put all of that onto where the fire's going, and then they'll have a fire. So it's quite a straightforward little job really. But right, we'll start cutting these little whips of lime down, and then cut the big lime tree up and chuck on the fire. Fire, 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 fire. Right, what we'll do is we'll make a start on the tree itself. Start cutting that down. And then what we'll do is move everything back over onto the actual fire itself. Cutting these down is just like a jigsaw puzzle really, you just got to find bits and then cut. Like that there. Just one bit off. Like so, and then that bit's off. Lay that over here out of the way. There's another bit over the back. Cut that off, lay that out of the way. Should be everything off that one now. Then what we'll do is just move this lump out of the way for a second, and then we'll stack the fire up, and that will go on top on the fire. So we'll just stack this out of the way for a minute. Stack that there out of the way, trim the rest of that stump up, and then lay some of this back over onto where the fire's going to be. And then job should be a good one, really. Right, so that's as best as I can clear up with the tree shear on from everything that was sat there, and that is the fire stacked up. Obviously it's got the big log on top. That'll burn out as much as it can. The way I've done it like a teepee, so the heat burns through the centre and everything folds in and that drops down. That's the plan. Then once the fire's going, more stuff will come and be put on top. So that is ready to go. That is tidied up. The ash tree is down. So now let's go do my next job, which is on the river's edge. There's a load of willow trees literally hanging down, touching the water and starting to root into the water. So they just want them lower boughs took off and lifted up. So that is the next job. So we'll head up there and we'll crack on with that. remember rightly, I levelled this bit off and didn't track it in, and now it's all tracked in with the grass seed in, and that'll come like the rest of it. So that is what I'm literally just finishing off behind me. That's Dad's van. So I'm literally just finishing this trackway off, and then we'll go down to the river and start taking some of the overhanging willow stuff out. But right, I'm going to crack on, get this done, and then come back to you once I'm over at the river. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe, do well. We'd like to try and hit 2,000 subscribers this month. That is the plan. So, right, let's crack on. So I'm literally going along. If I can, just grab and take the root as well. Only because they're just weed. That's all that is just a big weed. Lay it down here. I have got a tractor and trailer with me, but it's just had to nip off, so I'm going to make a pile here, and then I can load him up later on. Try and do as much minimal disturbance as we can, obviously because of wildlife. If you remember rightly, I think I've done a video here of when I dug a big stump out the side of the river. I can't remember. But now, because I'm close, I've got to be careful because I've got posts and an electric fence beside me, so I can't just swing round because I'll end up knocking that and knocking it over. Basically what's happening is when we had all that rain, this river built up so much, but it's being held back because of this stuff here, and then you get a load of logs or something come down the river, and that just make like a massive dam, and then the river couldn't run properly and it started to flood everywhere. So that is why we're doing this, just more flood defence really. Right, so I'm going to finish up doing this and I will come back to you when the tractor and trailer's in. That is literally all I'm doing. Bit of a boring job, but it needs to be done. Right, I'm going to carry on for today, but you get a rough idea of what I'm doing today. I'll show you at the end of this video what it looks like after, or I might just wait until the next video when I'm on the other side and I'll show you what I'm doing there. So, but if this is the end, thank you all very much for watching. Please do like, share, subscribe. I'd love to hit 2,000 subscribers by the end of this month. But we'll just wait and see what happens. I can only do it with your help. So just like I say, thank you very much, and we'll see you on the next one. Stay safe.